starting up, and then I will.
So
it's a broadcast, so we'll wait for
that pop-up says webinar is now streaming live on Facebook.
What's that?
It says it on here, webinar is now streaming live on Facebook.
Okay, great.
I'm trying to find it so I could share it. There we go.
Here we go. I'm going to start a watch party on mine.
Me too.
One.
Our watch party. I've never done that before. How exciting.
Okay.
Turn the volume down on that.
You just want to put your volume down on your phone if
Just did it.
All right. Awesome. Hi, Shaina.
Hi, Renee.
How's it going in Florida?
It's beautiful. How's Philadelphia?
It's pretty mild today. It was really warm earlier. Supposed to be a nice week, I hope. It was a really good weekend. So
yeah, we've had some beautiful weather. It's hot. Summer is definitely almost here.
Yeah, Southern Florida, May is like our July, right?
Yeah, basically.
Love it. So hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching on our regular Party Host Helper page or my personal page or Shaina's personal page, I'm the owner of Party Host Helpers, and Shaina runs our Southern Florida division. And where she lives is one of my favorite places to visit. So I'm always jealous and always psyched at the opportunity to go see her. But we thought we'd get together and make some mojitos today. But before we do, tell us about some of the parties that you guys get to have down there. Obviously, way more pool parties and outdoor
events. A lot of outdoor events, a lot of parties in people's backyards and their pools. And actually, I had one of our helpers did a party up in Palm Beach, and they lived on, God, I don't even know how many acres, but it was basically like a zoo. Like there were animals. They had their own, I think she said a basketball or a tennis court. I mean, they had so much land. It was insane. Are
we talking like Tiger King stuff or what?
I mean, no, like I think she said there was, I want to say like, I think they had horses. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Don't quote me. But I do remember her telling me and showing me pictures of the land on this home. Obviously, we have had some helpers go to some pretty intense, beautiful homes on the water in Palm Beach, and even here in Boca Raton and Delray. We've done some stuff with the Bloomingdales in Miami, Kendra Scott here in Boca Raton. What other department stores? No, Bloomingdale's, and was talking with Neiman Marcus right before all this started happening.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can jump back on and work with them as soon as we're allowed to have events and parties again.
Definitely. I love that down there, obviously the business is more year round than it is in other places of the country, although it's hot. Everyone sort of hibernates in January and February where we are and some of our East Coast locations, but the parties are bumping there. So yeah. That's cool. I'm excited to do this with you today.
Me too. Can't go wrong with a little Mojito Monday, right?
Yeah, I want to hear about yours.
So I'm actually going pretty classic with a little bit of a twist. Okay. My boyfriend has this cocktail book that is really cool, and I'll look and see if I can find a link to put in the comments on Facebook if anyone's really into cocktails. It's called Death & Co.
Cool.
I believe he said it's a bar in New York that the people who wrote it, I'm not sure, but the cocktails, it's huge. It's a big book. We have some stuff.
Wow.
But it basically takes your classic traditional cocktails and does a little bit of a modern twist. So today's Mojito, the twist on that is it also adds Angostura bitters.
Ooh. I would never think to put those in a Mojito.
I have never had a Mojito with bitters in it, so I'm anxious to try this. I don't know. I'm going along with the recipe almost exact, except for instead of simple syrup, I'm going to use agave.
Nice.
And
a little healthier.
We've got fresh mint leaves that our neighbor gave us the other day. It's just white rum, lime juice, the bitters, mint, and agave, or simple syrup, whatever your preference is.
Cool.
So what are you making?
I am going to do a pineapple one.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's similar to yours, but with a twist. No agave. I'm going to use real sugar, but I'll show you mine after you make yours.
We'll get moving. So the first thing that you do when you're going to make a mojito is you need a cocktail shaker. And if you don't, it's okay. You can use two regular drinking glasses and kind of put them together to do the shaking motion. But
I always spill when I try to do that.
We have like a bunch of bars, every bar cocktail equipment thing that you could ever imagine in this apartment. So we're pretty stacked. So it says we need 6 mint leaves. So I'm going to throw in the biggest ones I can find. I don't know if you can see. Here's my mint.
Were they easy for you to find in Florida? I kind of had to dig a little.
Like I said, my neighbor grows them. They gave these to us.
I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that have success with growing their herbs down here. I try to get herbs fresh as much as I can. My aunt grows a lot of rosemary and basil, things like that. So I prefer fresh.
Yeah.
All right, so then we have 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup or agave. This little jigger thing here. This is 1 ounce on top, so I'm just gonna fill it almost to the top. And add that in. So the first thing to do is you muddle your sugar or your simple syrup or your agave or whatever you're using with the mint. And what that does is sort of bring out the flavors and the aroma of the herb. You don't want to like smash and tear the mint. You just kind of want to give it a little bit of a, just a little, we can't really see, but just muddle it around a little bit there in your cup.
Oh, that's good advice, because some people probably think, when they read a recipe like that, they have to really
smash it, and you don't want the mint leaves to necessarily break apart. You just want them to release their aromatics. Like if you've ever seen a mixologist or a bartender when they like smack the basil leaves or the mint leaves, putting it into your drink, that's the same idea. My light just went off. That's why I'm not dark I just got dark.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay, so after we've muddled a little bit, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. The only thing I'll say about the agave versus the simple syrup, it's a little stickier.
It looked like syrup. I've never used agave like that.
Yeah, it's more, it's more viscous. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to just use my Costco size of Bacardi.
Nice.
We need 2 ounces of that.
And we have some people asking about mocktails. I don't know if it was a text or a message. So, I guess you could do this without Bacardi.
Yeah, I would say, instead of the rum, put sparkling water.
Yeah, well, you're going to top it off with club soda anyway. So
yeah, you could do a lime sparkling water or any type of a flavored water or I don't know.
Delicious? No, that would be delicious.
I'm not a mocktail expert.
That's okay. I'm not either.
I say sparkling water is probably the best bet. So 2 ounces of rum. And then 1 ounce of lime juice. Normally I do have fresh limes, but today I'm just using this because I don't.
You're in Florida and you don't have limes?
I thought we did, and then just before, and I was out too. I didn't realize it until I literally got back in, and we had about 2 seconds till we went live. So
I think the lime juice works just as well.
This is fine. It's pretty much almost the same thing, just a little bit concentrated. So
yeah,
1 ounce of that. And then it says 2 drops of the bitters. So it's not like a large spout that it pours out of. So I'm just gonna pour 2 drops of that. And then where's my ice?
I'm jealous of Shaina's tan. I'm ready for summer here.
No, it's coming soon enough. All right, so we put some ice in the cocktail shaker. I am not the best at the shaking part.
You're doing great.
I'm always afraid it's gonna explode on me, which has totally happened before when I've accidentally put carbonated things in
Ooh.
shaker. So note to
Don't do
anyone,
that.
you don't
Yeah.
put carbonation inside of a shaker. Shaking, shaking, shaking. Nice little arm workout. It gets really cold when you shake a shaker, and that's how you know it's working. All right. And then they say to use a rocks glass. So this is what a rocks glass is. We just need some ice in there. It does actually, this recipe says to use crushed ice, but so if you have a fridge that makes crushed ice, I would recommend using that. I love crushed
Good
ice.
idea. I do too.
That type of a fridge.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
One day.
So now we've shaken and we pour.
Yum. So you can see the bitters color come through.
Yeah, it gives it a little bit of a darker color. And
Yeah.
then garnish, of course.
So you don't top yours with club soda?
This recipe does not call for it.
Ah, interesting.
And, yeah, so you can, depending on what your mint looks like, mine's kind of, here we go, I got a good one. We'll garnish that with a little mint.
I know the garnish is the most important, right?
And there we go.
That looks so nice.
I'm gonna try it because I need to tell you what the bitters part.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You like it?
I really like that.
Does it taste?
It like kind of balances out the sweet.
With the.
Has like a good aftertaste to it. I like it. I never thought to do that. It's not overpowering at all. It's
good.
I mean, it's
And the rum doesn't taste like. Ooh.
No, it's not strong at all.
Nice.
You might think it could be because
because there's no mixer with it.
Or there's no mixer at all. It's really just super simple though. Just rum, your sweetener of choice, lime juice, bitters, and mint. Easy enough.
That's good. Awesome.
And it's super refreshing and perfect for poolside sipping or
in Southern Florida with our party host helpers serving them to our clients,
exactly.
poolside, beachside. I love it.
We're allowed at the beach again.
Yeah. Soon. So mine is similar but also different. So I'm glad that we both chose recipes that were a little bit.
Yeah, a little variation, which is cool. Mojitos you can really do a lot with. You can flavor it with like your different soda waters or club soda, or you even could like muddle other fruit in with the mint. There's a lot of different.
I could have done that. I could have done strawberries. So I have my shaker here. Obviously mint, just like Shaina said. Smells good. It's not from a fresh garden. I guess I need some ice.
That smells good.
And then I like to muddle some limes in there as well. Oh, whoops. Duh. I have to muddle before I put the ice in. I messed up already. So the mint, I put a couple quarters of lime in there to muddle. A tablespoon, I just use sugar. You could use agave, you could use stevia, you could do simple syrup, which a lot of people go buy simple syrup at the store.
You need to make yourself too.
I mean, they say to boil it. I throw it in the microwave in a little bowl. So
Roger made his own a ginger syrup, and it is so good in cocktails.
You just like grate the ginger?
You know, I'm not sure if it was fresh ginger or it might have. I'm not really sure what he did, but
Yum.
it's delicious.
So lime, mint, sugar, and then because this is a pineapple mojito, you can get cans of pineapple juice. You can use fresh pineapple juice. That's kind of crazy. I got a can of, like cubed pineapples from Dole, and then I just pulled the juice here. So I think I'm gonna do a couple tablespoons of the juice, and I might put some of the fresh in just to muddle it a little bit. And garnish with this too. These slices aren't huge though. And then the rum. So let me muddle this first before I talk about the rum. I went back and forth because I really love just the plain white cruisin' rum.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a bottle of Malibu rum with pineapple.
Oh, then you get like the pineapple flavor.
Yeah, so I guess if you didn't have pineapples and you wanted to try something different, like you said, you can try a different variation.
And Cruzan has different flavors too. I think they have
They do.
They have a ton of different flavors.
Yeah. So for this one, I'm just gonna try to use this so it's not so sweet and overpowering with the. I just do like.
Malibu is very, very sweet.
Yeah, I think it would be too sweet with.
That was my college drink.
I mean, and then you could do pineapple club soda. You'd be really crazy then.
Yeah.
I can put my ice in. And I always serve my mojitos. It's funny because since yours is so much more liquor than club, I always serve mine in a tall glass.
That makes sense because then you top it with your juice, or well, you might not even need to because you have more.
I love when it gets cold.
I know. My hand is like still cold from it.
I know. And then I just fill it up. This makes one. If you're going to pre-batch them for a party and you have a party host helper, like that's the best thing to do is pre-batch them.
Yes.
Our team pour the club soda on and you know, when they're tending bar. And then I just top it with club soda.
So refreshing.
And
I used to love pineapple drinks. I wish I could still drink them, but.
Then I would probably just start up. I might put a lime wedge as a garnish. Oops. This lime's like not having it. And then, you know, if I had a
cute, what are they called? A toothpick.
Yeah. There we go. If I had a piece of pineapple that was bigger, I'd probably throw that on there too, but should I try it?
Yes, of course.
Well, cheers to Shaina.
Cheers.
Mojito Monday.
Because it's happy hour at any hour of the day during quarantine.
Yeah.
How is it?
Oh, I think I should have used more pineapple juice, to be honest.
Really?
As sweet as I want it to be.
Maybe the Malibu would have been.
You can't really taste the rum as much, so I taste them.
Mix and match, figure it out. Kind of trial and
error. Yeah, and that's what's fun, I think, about this whole quarantine is that it's been kind of fun to try different cocktails and do
that's definitely what we've been doing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay, what's the cocktail of the week? But I know people are getting sick of just like Locked Club. And,
right, you can get creative, and you have time to now. And that's what I like about this book. I actually made something the other night that normally I would never drink because I'm not a gin drinker, but it's called an aviation. And
what's
like,
in that?
It's gin, maraschino liqueur, creme de violet. I want to say lemon. I don't even want to attempt to look it up again, but it came out really good. But
you certainly didn't just have that stuff sitting around the house.
No, so we actually our bar has increased immensely during quarantine. We've gotten all these fun different liqueurs to try things with. This maraschino, we found like a pomegranate liqueur, just a bunch of different things that we're trying out so we can create new things and finding yummy mixers like these different flavored waters and sparkling water.
That's fun. That's great. And I also forgot to mention in the beginning that Shaina, sorry, we have another Shaina.
What happened?
Writes an amazing blog called Take a Bite Out of Boca. A Bite Out of Boca is restaurants and things to do in that area. So if you're watching on my personal page, obviously a lot of the Philadelphia area, Florida lovers end up in Boca area. So
a lot of my followers are from up north because I'm from New Jersey. My little sister lives in Philly. So a lot of tri-state area followers.
Awesome.
I do a lot of traveling. So it's more so that it's more than just food. It's a lot of lifestyle, a lot of fashion, fitness, health, cover a lot of spas and resorts. And I can't wait to do that again.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So if you are familiar with the area or if you're heading down there, you just want to learn more about Shaina's business and her blog, I would definitely give them a like. I'll tag them underneath this post.
Thank you. Yes, I would love for all of you to follow Take a Bite Out of Boca on Facebook and on Instagram, and website is takeabiteoutofboca.com.
Yeah, and then just as a friendly reminder too, that she obviously runs our Party with Helper division down there. So if anyone's traveling down there, has a need for party help or family and friends down there, Shaina is your go-to.
Yes, Steve, as soon as we're allowed to party with each other again, we can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Great team down here, and they're eager to get back out there and work again.
I bet. And then we have Shaina's recipe in a in a JPEG too that we'll push out in case anyone didn't get a chance to write it down or need.
Yeah, and I'll write the name of this cocktail book, and I'll see if I can find a link on Amazon or something, if anyone's interested in checking it out.
Great.
My fun quarantine.
Yeah. Thank you, Shaina. This is so fun.
Thank you, Renee. I like this. Yeah, maybe we could do a series.
I was going to say, I wish we could do this in person.
Anybody who's watching, please comment if you have ideas or anything you would, recommendations or suggestions for cocktails or anything you'd like to see from us. Please let us know.
Yeah.
We want to hear your suggestions.
At least we're honest, right? I said, you know what? I didn't put enough pineapple in. And you said yours is delicious. We're not lying here.
I'm not. I promise this really is good.
Yeah.
I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm going to keep making this while I'm doing it.
Yeah. We can push a little later. And I'm doing a takeover tomorrow of Modern Luxury's Instagram page. Modern Luxury is the wedding magazine that's sisters with Philly Style. So they're having me take over their Instagram tomorrow at 5 p.m. to show you how to make the spicy grapefruit margaritas. Those are my favorite.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. Perfect for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, exactly. So
I love it. All right.
Cool. Have a great afternoon. Enjoy your cocktail.
Yes, you too. Thank you to everybody for joining and watching us. Hopefully you're inspired and go make yourself a happy hour cocktail.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye, Shaina.